So at this time, you don't need to know the name of the packages, but at this introductory level of R learning, you should know how you figure it out. For example, if somebody asks you what package they need, for example, for neural network, so you just quickly jump into Google and type what is the package of neural network in R. It shows you the answer. So after that, you can do the rest of the things, but now let's go for the packages. About the installing, my friends, like the previous install you have had in your technical life, um, just one time installing is enough. One time you install, but every time you are using that package, you are using any function from that package, and your R Studio window is new, you need to invoke it. When you want to install it, install.packages, put the name of the package inside quotation mark, double quotation mark, and library name of the package for invoking it. I already have the package in on my R Studio, but I'm gonna show the process to you. But see here, I have put for you a code that belongs to this package. If I want to run this code before the package has been installed, it gives me error message. It says could not find function C3, and that's correct because this function belongs to this package. So I need to install it before I go for install and invoke it before I go for running the functions. Okay, so now let's go to R and I show you what happens when you install and invoke. Okay, for installing the package, you see again the wonderful help from R Studio is coming, install.packages. The name of the package inside the double quotation mark. And I run it. And now you see the installing is happening over there, and that's it. As you can see here, package party successfully unpacked and all the rest of the message. And remember, I told you I already had it installed, so I reinstalled it and no problem with that. And another thing is when you have it, still you need to invoke it, library, and you put the name of that thing over there, that package over there, and that's it. Now it is ready to use any function inside that capable function. So I found it necessary to explain the process of getting packages installed and invoked to you, and now you know any other packages in any other field could be installed and invoked. This much simple. Just Google it, find the name and put it, and that's it. And now I'm going to show you about the simplicity of packages, because when some people learn or at the introductory level, they thought that the advanced level, when they want to use the packages and all those things, is very special and it's like sending rockets to the moon. No, I'm going to show you. In fact, when you are using the packages, programming is easier than the general programming. Now I'm going to show you, and you can see it very well that why I believe so. So you see here, my friends, the title of the slide is Simplicity of Working with R Packages. Can you believe that just with these two lines, you can plotting a full decision tree. And that's the reason I believe working with packages is easier than working with general R, because they have structure in this way. And if you know the technical field, because of course you are programming a decision tree, you should know what a decision tree is. That you will learn about these things later with the other data analytics courses you will take. And what we are going to do, this belongs to the party package that we just installed. And let's see what will happen. dt equals c3 and benign malignant tilde and something. Okay, let's do it together. Just the name. PSO. So you see, I'm just putting, my friends, the titles of the data that I have. You know about this trick that I'm using dollar, because when you use the dollar, it shows you the name of the columns. Okay, and the other one, PSO dollar. I'm gonna put this one. So you see, the code is quite simple. C3 is just the syntax. You put the name of the columns that you want to get involved in the tree making based on the data that you are giving it. And the data, I'm saying that PSO, these columns, and make a tree for me out of these things. And that's it. Let's see the result. Finish. Now I have a tree. Now you will understand better why this much R is popular in the world of data analytics. If you wanted to do such a thing in another programming language and write everything from scratch, it would be days of work. It would be hours of work. And the last thing, why we can enjoy this? Because we install the package plot dt. And now the masterpiece is this here. See what we got. It's a tree and it is plotting it for us. That's the power of R. You see, just in a short time, I installed it, package it, and I create an R based on the data that I had. Okay, but the main point of all these things that I showed you, apart from the fact that I wanted to impress you about the power, about the strength, about the flexibility R has, is really how to install a package, how to invoke a package, and how you find the related package to the function that you need to do. Okay. You just notice in the RStudio, just a couple of seconds before, that when you create the object, how much plot, that is a general command in R, is helpful. Plot, you put the object here and you get the results. So for the remaining time that we have in lecture times, that is about 5 minutes, I have put for you an activity that I want you to work on that. And as much as time allows me, I will show you how to work with that, because plot is a general function and you just noticed how much it is easy to work with. And I want to tell you why also R is very popular in terms of visualization. in your previous exam, exam 2, the third question was plotting that three-dimensional plot that it seems interesting to be able to do such things. So that function was first to do that, but today, as the last thing, we are gonna work on plot. Okay, so for activity 1, you are asked to plot these functions. You know these functions in math, and you remember how we did them in high school and also in general mathematics that we studied at university to plot them. Okay, but remember, the main point, I'm showing you these things just to impress you with the power of R. It is no other point for that. For example, for the first one, you remember we come up with such things. Or for the last one, we come up with such thing. Okay, so maybe if you are not interested in math, you feel not comfortable with this type of activities. But I want to tell you, R is here to help you with all the things in a very simple way. Let's do it as much as time allows us in our studio. Okay, my friends, you see I have prepared something here for you. And by the way, this activity that I have left for you is some sort of research type of activity. Okay, it is not exam, it is open, so you can go and check everything. And also I'm leaving here for you some sort of help. And also next session, we will review it together. But since it has a research style type of activity, try your best to get the answer for them as much as possible, because I just want to assure you that when you know R, even you can go for part of statistics, for part of mathematics that you are not comfortable with. Okay, here when I want to draw the that function that I showed you, y equal x to the power of 2. Okay, I'm gonna make it between -3 and 3, and I'm gonna use the step 0.1. We have talked about 1. We have talked about these things before in the previous session when you want to create a sequence. Okay, the function that we want to do is x to the power of 2, so I create it here, and x and y is equal to fx. Okay, so here it creates x, and here it creates y. If I want to show you the results, okay, see, so I'm showing you here x, and I run this, and after that I go and run this one, and for y I also have this. Okay, you see, so now I have x and y, and now it's ready for plotting. For everything that you do, first you create x, after that you create y, and after that you do everything. And now see how great this plot works. Plot, and I'm saying that plot x, I have the value, I have given you the value y, and I run it. Let's see the results. You see, this way it draw it for us. Please try it as much as you can for the other functions that I have left for you. Do not beat up yourself if you couldn't make it. No problem. We are going to talk about these things next week. But if you get time, if you are interested, try your best to make it work. And here you have the general instruction.